We're Ellen.
I heard.
Hey, she doesn't always like dancing.
I just saw a headline. I didn't read it that said that Ellen is considering ending her talk show.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
she's also got a new stand-up coming out on Netflix, which is
does
like
she?
flipping the script, where she's like kind of mean.
Good.
Oh what?
I've heard that she's actually quite mean and in person, like kind of difficult to be.
Oh,
to deal
of course.
Freaking fantastic stand-up.
I think the thing is though, like even the article was like she's not as nice as you think, but then I read it and it was more just like. She's like a regular person. She's not 24/7 like, I'm happy going.
Exactly.
It wasn't like she's awful. It was more like, I mean, she's not like that all the time. She's like, that is a character she plays.
Yeah, exactly. People think that's how she is, and it's like, no, she's, you know.
There was a line that she's like, yeah, I'll just be walking down the street and people take pictures and they'll say in the photo like, you're not dancing, and she's like, yeah, I was just walking down the street.
I'm walking down the fucking
She's 60.
street. Yeah.
She's 60 years old.
She's
like,
60,
she's like, I'm gonna fucking dancing everywhere. Like, damn, dude.
She is her stand-up. She hasn't done stand-up in a while, but her
15 years
special. I'm so excited about it because her stand-up is. She's the modern day. This is probably too old of a comp for you guys, but she's the modern day Bob Newhart, and Bob Newhart had the best stand-up because he does that fucking. He does that stuttery, awkward, self-effacing thing. Like, and she does it as well, but she does it better than he did. Even I think she's a better version of it. But it's just like there aren't a lot of comedians like that can point the lens on themselves in such a genuinely like kind of sweet and funny way, and she's fantastic at it. I'm really jazzed about it.
When is her special drop? Then?
Soon. I think it's this month.
Is it really?
If not next month.
Also, kudos to Netflix, man.
Soon.
They fucking snaked stand-up comedy out from under HBO.
Oh yeah.
HBO is just like they owned it for the longest time. And Netflix was like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah, it's really
now.
coming to Netflix hard. Like suddenly all the promotion I see is like this amazing stand-up. I'm like, oh,
I mean,
I want to see all of it.
I'll give it to Netflix. Like they did what they said they were gonna do. Netflix as a platform to watch like movies and TV shows and shit, it's getting worse. That Hulu is getting it all, but Netflix is doing so much original shit. Like they're doing exactly what they said they were going to do.
They shuffled it out.
They're slowly just phasing out.
I remember it was like
it was
something we talked about years ago,
library,
where they said something. I'm gonna probably get the dates wrong, but they said like by 2020 they wanted to only have original programming, and we're like bullshit.
And
now it's like it's pretty.
No, it's possible.
They're gonna get there.
Like even the originals of like different countries. Like I watch a lot of the Spanish ones.
Yeah.
Because they're good. Like it's weird. It's just like.
Have you ever seen Metastasis? Do you know what that is?
No, I didn't.
Making that up.
There's in Colombia. No, this is awesome. Do you speak Spanish?
No, I just read so, but I understand.
There's a great thing that's on Netflix called Metastasis, and it's basically in Colombia, in a production company in Colombia, they licensed Breaking Bad to a Colombian production company,
God.
they refilmed it shot for shot, the entirety of Breaking Bad in Colombia in Spanish called Metastasis.
That doesn't shock me. That doesn't shock me.
I watched the first episode. It's hilarious and awesome,
oh my God.
but they take it seriously.
Ellen's special comes out December 18th.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Also,
early birthday present.
I feel like I saw a really good special the other day.
It's always me.
It's coming up. Gonna promote it.
Ellen doing a special for my birthday.
I've been on a big Tom Segura kick lately. You ever watch Tom Segura?
No.
He's funny. He's good.
Is that stand up?
Yeah, he's got 3 or 4 stand-ups. He has a really good podcast called Your Mom's House.
I just recently went through every Jim Gaffigan stand-up special and every Patton Oswalt stand-up special.
Those are 2 stand-ups I'm not into.
Jim Gaffigan?
I fucking love Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan's a little too family. He
is.
He's like a new.
He is.
Like,
he's
I was about to say
family.
he's like the new Bill Cosby. Hopefully not. But you know what I mean. It's a new style of comedy.
Could go that way.
Yikes.
Hopefully not the other shit. But.
He is. However, and here maybe there's the biggest difference. Jim Gaffigan talk a lot about being fat and eating fat food.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it like, oh yeah. He's got like a 10-minute bit about McDonald's.
It's not exactly stand-up, but a show on Netflix that's super fucking good if you like stand-up is the Norm Macdonald Show, the new one.
Really?
Where his interview show.
Talk show?
Yeah, his talk show. It's so good because it's him being fucking Norm and being funny.
Yeah.
And Norm is at his best. He's kind of like Gilbert Gottfried, where he's at his best when he's making himself laugh and nobody else, which I super appreciate and identify with.
He's got like a guest and kind of like a co-host.
Yeah, he's got the I can't remember the kid's name is, but Adam Egget is his co-host, and then it's just him fucking with the guest and trolling with the guest. Like The episode
super-
with
yeah.
David Spade, he just tortures David Spade, and David Spade doesn't understand the format of the show because it's not clear.
'Cause it's not- it's
and so
also-
David Spade
it's-
doesn't know how to react.
You
It's
think
really
it's
funny.
like cookie cutter like talk show, you
Yeah.
know, like Tonight Show, you know, late night, all that's like here's the monologue and then the couch and then the interview, and it's very much like it's almost like a podcast really of like he's just sitting there and he's like, so what are you doing? What's going on? There's no like, I mean, I got that just from the trailer. I've never watched
There's
the
no
episode.
line
If you like Norm Macdonald, which he's my favorite comedian, it's so good. It's the best. Really, really, really funny.
I haven't seen much from him in a while. Like I kind of like fell off him like quite a bit ago actually.
He's the kind of
He used to be more on Comedy Central, right?
he's the kind of comedian that like his career. I think his career doesn't illustrate his talent, mostly because he's much like the other person that I said, Gilbert Gottfried, will shoot himself in the foot to make himself laugh, and will do things that are that are contrary to having a successful career, but. He's like the comedian's comedian. Like other comedians love him, kind of like Mark Maron. Like he makes all the wrong career moves, but they're hilarious and they're the funniest moves. They're just not necessarily gonna get him the most.
Wasn't he the
There's
Colonel
also-
for a little
He
bit?
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was.
There's
Yeah.
also someone else I can think of that does a lot of like shoot myself in the foot, but it made me laugh.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's obviously.
A number of times in the last 7 years, I've gone, Geoff.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious that he like looks
that's
up
pretty
to
funny.
these guys.
That's pretty funny.
I just said I super identify with it.
Yeah.
Like that's how I've modeled my life is the Norm Macdonald Gilbert Gottfried model, where it's like as long as it makes you laugh, even if you're burning down the building and you're in it, as long as you're making yourself, as long as you may die on fire, but as long as you're laughing while you're dying, it's worth it.
Yeah, I gotta go back now and watch like my favorite stand-up. It was just Raw, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy Raw is a hilarious stand-up. Problematic to watch it now in this current
Oh
environment.
yes,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
definitely. But
the world
boy,
has changed a lot
Go
It
watch it
has.
in the safety of my own bedroom.
since those Raw and Delirious days.
Delirious,
You
yeah.
don't, yeah. It's,
Yeah, that full-on leather suit.
One of my favorite like current comedians, and it is different than a traditional stand-up comedian, would be Bo Burnham. Because I watched him.
I'm not into him either.
Really, I watched him go from YouTube, where he had like now if you look back, it's like a little bit goofier or whatever music and comedy songs, but then he veered it into his stand-up. It's not like stand-up or improv. It's like it's all planned.
It's almost like a one-man show.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a hybrid of things, and it's actually like really cool. And I love how like how to the point it is.
He is a great example of people making the leap from YouTube to traditional success.
But he always has like a pretty interesting message in his stuff, and people like to read a little too deep.
He also just shot that movie.
His
He
shit's
directed it.
Yes.
He wrote and
He wrote and
directed
directed it. Eighth grade was
Phenomenal.
fucking awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Phenomenal.
Awesome. You should definitely check it out.
Nothing
Watch the scene. Watch it, but pay attention for the scene where the dad and the daughter are at the campfire in their backyard. That will become really important to you in about 10 years.
Gotcha.
When Iris is a little bit older.
It was like
Oh, no.
three nights ago. I was like, oh man, I gotta watch. Was it 8th grade? I was like, yeah, we'll talk about
really
it.
good.
You guys were recommending it, and I was like, I'll watch the Meg. I haven't seen the Meg yet.
The Meg.
Oh, I watched
the
Big ass
Wait,
shit.
not good.
It's a big ass
People
shark.
were saying
Two
it was
very
shitty.
similar-
No, it's awesome.
Is it really good?
It's 7. It's
They were close to each other as it's a giant shark.
fucking 4 hours long, but it's great. It's two entire movies.
Right? It's two movies.
It's two entire movies. It's like a Wes
movie
Anderson
ends
film.
and it doesn't.
You're like, all right, we got the Meg.
Good.
Or did we? You know, and then you're like, what? And you're like, looking, you're like, how is there?
Yeah, it's like,
how is there
Yeah.
what
there's
the
58 minutes left in this film. That's a lot to wrap up. It's like Lord of the Rings.
That's like Lord of the Rings, but it was just them getting on the boat. There wasn't a whole movie that.
And
They're like, we got the film, just keep going until we run out.
It is a
It's a special
classic Jason
4-act
Statham
film.
Jason Statham action film. It's rocky for the first 20 minutes, the acting especially. You're like, ugh. But then once it finds its groove, it's just dumb fun. It's just Statham being Statham.
It was really fun, but really dumb.
Really dumb.
Statham swimming out into the ocean.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Why?
well, because they're dumb.
The dumbest parts are stuff like Rainn Wilson when he climbs up on the fucking whale thing.
I didn't even know he was in it. Didn't even know he was in it.
He's the wacky comedy guy.
Rainn Wilson is the eccentric billionaire who funds the whole project.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So he's a James Cameron.
He's the
Kind
James
of.
Cameron.
Yeah, 8th grade in like if that's an easy movie to go with because it's dumb fun and you can just tune out like the world and watch it.
Yeah.
8th grade is one of those movies that you hear everyone's like that's so good. It's so but you do need to be in a very specific mood or mindset to like okay that I will watch that one. Like that's what I'm
Yeah, I came off of watching a couple nights before that one of my favorite movies, which was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Dude, yeah.
That's just really fun and sad movie.
And I was like, I can't do another serious movie.
I can't
right
watch
now.
Yeah, no way.
Another series.
Yeah, that
In a
hits
row.
you.
Yeah, that film. I've been through too many.
It's a lot.
I've been through too many divorces now. I can't.
Yeah,
That movie's rough.
sucks.
But yeah, I remember I used to watch that more like in college and stuff when I But yeah.
That's a good one. It's rough though.
I'm just listening.
Yeah, no, we all just got quiet after that. So, man.
I was quiet.
Oh, there they are. I guess it's time.
Yeah, usually they're on top of us about
Yeah.
it. I was
Normally they interrupt.
Yes,
for
well.
them. Yeah. Gonna be hitting the old dusty trail.
Watch that. Go and
We go.
do the meeting.
I have flight.
Yeah, you got it. Just get out of
Do
here.
that.
There's nothing left.
There's
There's nothing
nothing
good
left.
left here.
Yeah, that's it.
This was the highlight.
That's it.
This was it.
Time to go back home, watch Lord of the Rings, rewatching them.
Yo, I
I
love
want a
Jeff
second
just
movie.
like-
Director's cut?
Not director's cut, because God help me.
You gotta restart, watch the director's cut.
Yeah. I'm watching the second one.
It's coming back.
I'm gonna get to the ends. That's gonna take forever. First one was great though. You know, I forgot Gandalf sitting there on the bridge. You shall not
How
pass.
you forget? That's like all anyone says from that
Woo!
whole
It was
movie.
great. No, but what I did forget that was amazing.
He died.
When
Fell in the
Viggo
pit.
Mortensen.
Viggo Morgenstein?
Yeah, Viggo Mortenstein. He's like, Frodo, go. And he turns around, and there's all the orcs, and he's like, ah! It was like, damn.
He becomes the king.
It's crazy. Oh,
Leave.
spoiled it. I can't do it anymore.
Somebody said the other day I spoiled Sopranos for him because they just started watching it. Come on, man. That show came out in the 90s.
Watch your shows.
It was like, oh man. Also, I got all.
got, like,
I got
maybe 2 weeks.
I got every name wrong. I was disgusted watching it. Like I called Christopher Tony Jr. I'm like, Tony Jr. is his son because it's Anthony.
Well, I mean, because you watched it during its
Anthony,
time.
It's Anthony Jr. No, because I was playing Bunny Man and I was psychologically I wasn't there, and I was just like, his name's Christopher Moltisanti. I don't know how the fuck I fucked that up.
I would have fucked it up.
Like I
5
watched,
different ways.
I watched it and I was like, that don't
understand.
make sense.
Friends,
That doesn't make
she
the
gets off the plane.
What?
Did you know Joel's in Friends? If you've seen it, post a picture of it on the subreddit.